keep up to date with everything to do with passive modding, including Q&A, modding, Pokemon Go, and more, join my Discord channel, link in the description.
Yo, what is up guys, it is PassiveModding here, back with another video. This is just an update for Catch'emBot, which is basically a all-in-one Pokemon Go bot that has a ton of features and is probably the best out there as far as I've seen. It's just got a ton of features and it's very useful. But yeah, so let's get right into the video. First, what you're going to want to do is come to the link in the description. It'll take you to this site. Click on release. I will have a direct download to the current version, which is version 1.4.9.4 in the description as well. But yeah, so we have a ton of features. You can see all the information from each Pokestop. It'll automatically catch Pokemon for you, evolve, and a ton of other stuff. So yep, let's get right into the download. So you're just going to want to scroll down to here or click the direct download link in the description and it will download that. So while we're waiting, I'll just go over a couple of the features. So you can see what people are in each gym. You can see the prestige of each gym, the stats of each Pokemon you catch. You can automatically transfer unneeded Pokemon, duplicates, low-level ones, and a ton of other things like that. But yeah, so right off the bat, we get this 7-zip file, so you're going to want to extract that with whatever zip program you have. I use WinRAR, it's probably the best one you can use, but yeah, so we're going to open up catchem.exe. It's going to bring us this nice big window with a ton of features. I'll just full screen that for you guys. But you want to click add new bot, set a name for the bot. So passive video. It doesn't matter what name you set it because it's all just going to be in here. But yeah, so now if it's a fresh account, you can change the name to whatever you want. So for example, passive bot video, and then I'll change it to PTC because that's the account I use for virtually everything. But real quickly, I'm just gonna open up this in another window and paste the account in because I can't keep track of any of them. Yeah, so paste in the login or just type yours in. I'm going to click autocomplete tutorial, which will just make it easier. I'll just go through some of these settings, but it'll evolve all Pokemon above that IV, which is basically how perfect the Pokemon is. Keep Pokemon that can evolve, use a bunch of different features, auto level Pokemon, etc. Humanize throws, I recommend having that set. Also, make sure you have your device ID and everything from Pokemon Go already set up with a random device and all of that. But yeah, so once we're here, you can also set up a proxy and so on. If you want to change the default start location, just go over to the map, zoom out, it'll show the world. I'm going to set this up in Sydney because that's probably the closest highly populated area to me, but it's up to you where to set it up. So just double click on the map and click follow the player, and that'll automatically put your coordinates in there. Make sure teleport isn't selected. Then also I'm going to change some of these real quick. So Google directions, use custom route. I'm not going to do that because that just takes a little while to set up. If you have some API keys, make sure to paste them in here. They're just going to help out with the setup and human likeliness of the bot, I guess. It'll just basically make the bot look more human to Niantic. So yeah, once we've done that, we'll actually set this up and go over and hit start. You can come over to the console and it will show you the location. It'll center on your player and it'll actually complete the tutorial for you if it is a brand new account, and it'll do all that for you. So there, it'll automatically set up a username as well, And once we're here, it might take a little while just because this will, if it is for you the first time you've actually run this bot, it might take a little while. But yeah, so we'll give it a couple seconds. If it doesn't work, it will do all that for you as well. If it doesn't work, just hit stop and then start again. But I believe it is working. See, it's already caught the first Pokemon, set up the character, named the account, and it's going. So it's going to populate all the Pokestops, walk around and get them all nice and easily. If you want, with the API for Google Directions, paste that in and make sure you've got it selected, and it will automatically walk around on the streets, so it does look a lot more like a human as you're botting. Make sure that if you are botting, you accept the risk that you can get a ban from this, because it's always going to be there. Obviously, if you don't want a ban, don't cheat on your account, and make sure to never cheat on your main account, because that is a very bad idea. Okay, so now that we've got all that set up, you're going to want to go over to the information tab or the Poke Lists tab and edit some of these lists. Make sure you have the to evolve, so this will automatically evolve all the Pokemon that are on this list. Not to catch, that will not catch any of these Pokemon as long as you have the use Pokemon not to catch filter in the actual settings tab. But if you want it to catch all of them, just remove everything from there. Use Master Ball. None of these Pokemon are actually in the game, and neither for these as well. But it will automatically use a Master Ball once those are implemented in the game. And yeah. So once we've done that, you're going to want to go over to the information tab. You can automatically level up Pokemon, evolve, rename the Pokemon, favorite or unfavorite, and so on for each Pokemon. You can also view all the stats for each Pokemon just by hovering over it. So for the Bulbasaur, we have, I'll just hover over that again. We have 10 health, so that's the max health it can get. We also have an attack of 126, a defense of 126, and a stamina of 90. So I believe the highest those can go is 150 each. And if your Pokemon is at 150 for all of those, that will be an IV of 100 in total, making it the best possible Pokemon of that type you can get. It'll also show the moveset, so we have Tackle Fast and Power Whip for that. And yeah, so if you want, you can transfer that Pokemon. For example, this Caterpie is fairly low, so you can just right click on that and click transfer. It'll do that with the actions in progress. You can see it in the console. It will show that in a second. And yeah. So once we've done that, it will go through that and it should have transferred the Pokemon. So you can see transferred Caterpie, and we have another candy for that. Also, you can manage your items list, so you can recycle that item by a certain amount. So for example, want to get rid of 10 of those Pokeballs, just enter the number 10 and click OK, and it will get rid of those for you. It has a nice little XP bar, so how long it will take you based on average stats to get to the next level, how much XP you have, how much XP it is to get to the next level, your current level, how many items are in your inventory, the max amount of items in your inventory, same for your Pokebag, the Pokemon caught so far, Pokemon transferred so far in that session, Stardust gained so far, as well as the Stardust per hour, which should show up, and also the XP gained, I believe, or XP per hour. I'm not entirely certain, or actually I believe that might be XP to the next level. But yeah, so now that we've got that out of the way, you can also order this list in rank of highest IV, highest CP. So first of all, highest CP, highest IV from A to Z, so obviously Bulbasaur to Zubat. The rank in the Pokedex, so as it would be if you viewed it in the actual app, is ranked Pokedex, most recently caught, I believe, favorited and non-favorited, and then whichever has the most candy. You can also refresh that list, and I'm not entirely sure what that button does. I believe it might refresh that, or it might recycle the item selected. But yeah, so once you've done that, it's obviously going to get the Pokestops for you. It'll also show the amount of coins you've got. But yeah, so that will basically finish up for this video, and hope you guys enjoy. I'm going to keep this running for a little while just to let you guys see how well it runs. And yeah, enjoy, guys.